My name is Kirk Kim. I'm the new owner of Cycadelic Records. My father owned it before me. He passed away, so I took it over. And we're from Compton. My father's from North Korea. They owned a fishing company out there where they caught fish, commercial fish. Communists started coming in, so Koreans had a choice to either you stay there, you become communists, or you leave. My dad was one of the people that decided that communism wasn't part of him. So him and his family packed up everything on a boat and they came down to South Korea, and then decided, he wanted the American dream, so he ended up coming to America. That he gave everybody a chance, so you can come, you can give my dad 5, 10, cassettes or vinyls, and he will put it up on the wall and try to sell it. And if it's sold, then he would reorder. If not, you can come back and get your product back eventually. So he did give everybody a chance. DJ Quick is very special to us. He's, my parents knew him. I knew him. I never miss a DJ Quick show locally. I'm there every single one. Whenever he has time, he comes out here, he supports us. He's a really good friend of us, so it's, DJ Quick is very dear to us. Mr. Capone is dear. Actually, any of the West Coast artists is good to us, so we're good with them. Yeah, Kendrick was just from the hood. He's just like anybody else, and, he used to come to the Compton Swap Meet and buy CDs from us, So he was just a humble kid, he still seems very humble, He did that music video on top of the Swap Meet before it closed down, so it's a very cool thing that, Kendrick he's always in my heart. Like that's Kendrick Lamar, you know what I mean? I know it's kind of weird, but when your family business is around gangster rap, then like he built a really cool business. It's around community and people and music, and for me to let that go and just let that die with him it's not an option. You know what I mean? I love what I do, so. Like, wow, they're kind of cool. They got tattoos, and they look tough. That's like every little boy's dream, right? Just to be tough. Yeah, they're just gangsters. Like, no, but they're not scary. They're just people, just like you, me, and everybody else. So. I say they come here first, and they buy a Cycadelic Records T-shirt, and then they can go anywhere they want. How about that? I guarantee you it'll be good.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Yeah, Eazy-E's a legend, right? Like, everyone knows him as, NWA Eazy. He's a legend. I think my mom and dad were one of the few that was lucky enough to really know him as Eric. He was just a kid from the neighborhood, Before anything, there was this cookie shop. There was a cookie shop in the Swap Meet, and that cookie shop, it's like a really famous cookie shop. I don't know what happened to it, but so Eazy-E, I think at one time, he wanted those cookies. He didn't have any money, so he asked my mom. He was like, "Let me get $2 for those cookies." So she'd say, "Well, pull up your pants first." And he was, laughed. He did it, but they had a really good relationship. Eazy-E and my parents had he was called them moms and pops. It's part of the reason why I have a good relationship with his sons now. I actually manage his sons, so. As far as Ice Cube goes, do I like the song? No. Is it on my playlist? No, it's not. You know what I mean? But he's a person, he's an artist, and that's an expression. So he had one bad conflict with some Korean member. I don't know who it is, right? So he decided to write that song. It's not about every single Korean. I actually represent Dub C, which is, part of Ice Cube's camp. So, If that was the case, I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? So one song is not about his whole entire life. You know, it's about one experience he had, and he decided to tell it. You know, and we should give him that. It's America. You know what I mean? You know, it wouldn't really be on my playlist. I think that Korean hip hop can use a little bit more of like a West Coast influence. Just like anything you do, when you build something, you know, you kind of want that real good foundation. Korean hip hop is missing that soul, it's missing that funk, the oldies, you know what I mean? Like all that good stuff. And I just feel like they're trying to, you know, skip it and just go to this next level, but they really need that core before they do anything else. So, you know what I mean? Like if you really love hip hop, you have to love every single part of it, you know? And I think that we're missing that in Korea. It's a culture. It's not just, you know, it's not a style. It's a culture. You have to have it in your blood, you know, and it has to be a part of you. You can't just go out there and just, you know, mimic people. It's not right, you know. I've always kept my eyes on Korean artists. You know, originally back in the days it was like Dynamic Duo, and then it was Toki. Right now, I have two favorites, and it's actually Nafa and Loopy. Those are the two guys I have my eyes on, and the reason being is because they're from out here. You know, they speak English. They're from out here. You know, I saw a few of their music on YouTube. I really like the style. I really like them. So I wish I could kind of, I wish I can give them a little bit of my Cycadelic Records persuasion soon. What's the future? Our future is Korea. We're trying to get to Korea right now. I like what we're doing. I never want to leave the swap meet business because it's kind of, our business is, this is where we meet all our new artists. This is where we meet everybody. And this is where I like to be. I never want the store to be any bigger than this, but I do want to tour larger. I want to do bigger and bigger tours, you know, collaborations with different artists overseas. I kind of want to bring what I have and Cycadelic has, I want to bring to a different country. Kind of like what we did with Japan. It's amazing too. When it happens, it's such a cool thing. I really appreciate Hip Hop LE for giving me this opportunity to talk. You know, on the behalf of me, my father, everyone from Compton, I really think that we should just open our eyes and just be a little bit more thoughtful when it comes to music. And I think that when we mix everything together, I think we're gonna have something really nice, you know? So maybe one day Korea's gonna give me a chance to get out there, bring some of my artists, collab, or do something like that, you know? So, thank you. 감사합니다.